Hi, it's Clarinda here, HubSpot strategist at BBD Boom, and in this video, I wanted to talk about the Content Remix tool. So you will get access to this tool if you have Content Hub Pro or Marketing Plus, Pro and above. And this is their cool AI tool that helps you generate campaigns and content by remixing existing content or kind of a brand new prompt. So I am still working on exploring this, but I did think that the existing templates that were quite cool. So for this demo, I will show you some of the templates that I've been looking at. So what I'll do actually is I'll use this very first one, but feel free to play around with this. You can find this under the menu navigation. Now, so in order to get these to work. So basically, you can actually build out something that looks quite like a workflow. And the workflow stems for the trigger, which is really the piece of content that you want to remix and turn into, or like repurpose, I suppose, into other forms of content. So, and then once you've created that first layer, you can then even expand that to like other bits of content as well, which is quite interesting. So if you're interested in playing around, you probably just want to start off with that first kind of trigger content, um, in workflow terms anyway. And you can actually choose to start off from a brand new prompt, or you can also pick an existing piece of content that you've already created. So I think I created this test one not too long ago. Top tips for inbound marketing. So I think it's already got content on there. I'm going to go ahead and click add attributes. So what it does, it's done now. It's put a bit of an objective based on what it's read on the blog, a bit of length, and then it's also just giving you a breakdown of the different platforms that it will generate content for. If you do want to give it a bit more of a prompt, you have the ability to add additional information to improve the accuracy of the content that you're trying to generate. And you can also choose the option to create AI generated images, which is quite cool. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of them just so we can see what the output of it looks like. So let me just go ahead and click generate content. So now that I've done that, you'll see this little loading bar slowly go. The ad one seems to be generating very quickly. But as you can see, basically these three pieces on that second level would be branched off the content that it was linked from, which is quite cool. So let me just give this a minute and then I will jump back on and show you the output. Okay, I'm back and you can see that all the content has now been generated. So what I've noticed with the loaders is it basically loaded the first level of content first and then it moved on to this second section. And just looking really quickly at the content here, it looks like these pieces of content are influenced by the ones above them. And then, of course, if I click into it, let's start with the ad because that one generated first. You can see the text that's been generated. You can then see the image that was generated by AI as well. Looks like they've got the correct number of fingers, which is always a good sign. But yeah, and then if you're happy with it, what you want to do is just click save and edit in app, and it will then redirect you. Although I'm not sharing the screen, it will redirect you to the ad editor, the ads campaign editor, and you can just finish up building that campaign there. But the initial image is all good to go, which is quite cool. Same thing with the other tools. Let me just go ahead and hit confirm there. If I click on the email, if I'm happy with the first output, I can go ahead and edit that in the app. But if I'm not happy with it, you can always just kind of update some of the attributes and then just regenerate the content. But it's a really great baseline or foundation for you to start building out campaigns all in one go. So if you already got a rough idea of what you want as the key campaign goal, you can start generating this content and you just build and improve and optimize on top of it. So that is all I understand of this tool at this point, but it's pretty cool. I'm interested to see how other marketers start using it as we introduce these new updates to our clients. There's always a bit of like good and bad with AI. Sometimes it really helps and sometimes it doesn't. So really interested to see how HubSpot evolves this update over time with content generation as well.